Hey, what's going on? It's your boy Hey Davis here, and I'm back with another video. This is going to be probably the last build video before 2K26 comes out. But for my big guys out there, my footers, don't think I forgot about you. I do have two different build templates here for you. Take into consideration the max +1, max +2, build specialization there, as well as cap breakers. Before we dive in, make sure you go ahead and like up, subscribe, leave a comment there in the comment section. Let's go ahead and dive in. We're going to start with a playmaking defensive anchor. Now this is in case I do go ahead and choose my all the way max out arm span. With the 7'4", I'm not going to go 7'4". I like to be a little bit athletic here. So with there being a pure green window, not having the highest 3-ball or midi may still work out as long as you're still able to hit. So just going to dive into this build here. Starting with our close shot, we went up to 84. That way we do get the silver paint prodigy. So if we get the ball in a good spot, we're able to go back up and finish. We got our layup on 70, so we do have our physical finisher. There's going to be improved bumps in 2K26. Mike Wayne's already told us. So we do want to make sure we're able to go ahead and capitalize on that. Driving dunk, more on this later. We're going to go with 73, so we do get off rip just a bronze posterizer. We also will have 81 on our standing dunk. That way we get the silver on our rise up, as well as the pro big man contact dunks. This will also give you the Giannis dunk packages for a big. And that's going to be some of the best dunk packages you can for a 7-footer. Then for our 3-pointer. This is going to be one of the most controversial. I'm only going to go with a 74 here. Again, that opened up green window. Plus our mid-range only on a 78 to start with. We are going to be using cap breakers here because this is where we're going to start with the first improvement to 2K26. With the actual badge specialization. So we're going to be able to go ahead and choose our shooting for badge specialization here. As we've seen previously, which I can pull up here. As we've seen previously, you do get some cap breakers here. In the actual badge specialization, you're gonna get 2 cap breakers. Now we're planning on using those cap breakers here on our shooting, on our mid-range. As you see here, some of the actual levels, when they're not 85 or plus, you do get more than just a single point of an increase. So with it being 77 on our mid-range, I'm thinking that if we do go ahead and use a cap breaker for that, should get +3 at least, putting that up to at least an 80 without need to comfortably be able to go ahead and knock down shots. And then we can go ahead and use that last one here. And we can go ahead and put that on our actual vertical. Again, using that same logic as we've seen with the cap breaker screen, these 80s, if you look at the close shot there or over there near the vertical, you do get actual more than just +1, +2 there. I'm hoping that is what we can get here on the vertical, because that would, given that 83 vertical, would get us up to this Hall of Fame high flying denier. Now with the actual build specialization, you are going to be able to get your first max +1, max +2. As you see here in the shooting badge, we're going to be able to utilize those as well as those cap breakers to improve our build. So for our center build here, taking into consideration the max +1 and max +2 shooting badges, plus already the cap breakers getting us up this mid-range up to an 80, we would have had not only the post fade, on gold, but we have set shot here on silver. We use our first Max Plus One shooting badge on Deadeye, getting a silver Deadeye as a 7-feeder with 7'8" wingspan. And then we would have had silver because of the cap breakers here. And we're going to use our Max Plus 2 here on our set shot specialist, bringing it from silver to Hall of Fame. Now when you look at the shooting, the numbers really don't make that much difference because of the badges you have. You're going to have Hall of Fame set shot specialist, so your catch and shoot is going to be chicken. Plus with the new L2 catch and shoot quick release feature, you should be a knockdown there. Now for our free throw here, we do have it at a 69 that we're able to go knock down. We don't anticipate getting fouled that often at this with this build. But going into our passing, we want to make sure when we catch the rebound here, we do have break starter here. We're able to launch it down court, set up an instant break for our team. In our defense, we did go up to an 82. That's going to give us a silver on our post lockdown, silver off-ball pest, 62 on our perimeter defense. That way if we do get caught out in space, we're able to move. We're not a liability there. It does give us the immovable enforcer, so we can get a little bit bumpy there. We got our steal only on a 60, just so we get the interceptor here. You're going to be 7 feet. You don't need to be reaching. Just a bronze gold glove won't be helping. If you wanted this, you can actually get it by lowering this block. But me, I love block. So we're going to go ahead and put block up to 93. Not only does it give you the gold paint patroller, the gold pogo, we already mentioned the high fly denier. We're going to have 92 on our old board. So you can have this in the 2s court, 3s court. Shoot, if you're going in the rec, most definitely you can go ahead and get boards there, whether you're a pick and roll center, or on the defensive side, you're able to go ahead and snag there as well. Now for our speed, we're going to go with a 71. 71 is the threshold cutoff, so we can get that higher flying denier up to Hall of Fame. Again, when we are going to use one of our cap breakers to our vertical, giving us that +2, we are going to be able to get that Hall of Fame. So the next thing we're going to be actually looking at is going back to your Max Plus Ones. This year 2K actually give us plenty of opportunity to build up our actual builds. So looking at the regular Max Plus Ones at the top here, the ones for tier 1, tier 2, as well as the Max Plus 1, tier 1s, tier 2s. This far one with the 2K logo, we don't know if that's something that we're going to be getting here, or if so, it would be crazy. But we're just going to take in consideration, we've already chosen our shooting Max Plus 1s. Now the Max Plus 1s and the Max Plus 2s here. So for this center build, for our Max Plus 1, I know you may have seen our strength not being in the 90s here, but we're going to be using those attributes elsewhere. We're going to put this to an 83 for our strength. That's going to give our silver. We're going to use our first Max Plus 1, tier 1, to go ahead and go up on our brick wall. Now we have gold brick wall. We're able to set those big body Miyagis. We've already at this point put our cap breaker here on the vertical, giving us the 83 to get Hall of Fame. So for our tier 2 Max Plus 1, we'll have that Hall of Fame go up to legend for a high flying denier. That way anything that comes near us, we're able to go ahead and swat. We're knocking shit down at the top, and we're able to go ahead and protect the paint. Now for these Max Plus 2s, this is something that I'm really excited for. We're going to be going the first one, tier 1, on your rebound chaser. No big should not have legend rebound chaser, and this is no different. So we're going to have legend rebound chaser here. Then for the Max Plus 2 slot, it really depends on what is your role there. With me, I'm going to go ahead and try to get on that rim. So I'm going to do my Max Plus 2 here on my driving dunk. So I now have a gold posterizer here. Now, if you want to, you could go down here to Dimer, use your max +2. Now you have Legend Dimer. So you can really set the offense. Now you're Jokic. They tell your people to give you the ball and you go ahead and set them up. Or off of those breaks, you launch it down, they shoot the three, they should have no excuse to miss. So this last one is pretty much up to you. Use these as a template here. And then we're going to be going into the custom takeovers, okay? So last year, based off of how you built your build, they gave you the opportunity of how you can actually make the potential build and what takeovers you got available for. Now, you can go ahead and choose 3 different categories to boost. The more categories you choose, the less. So like how last year, if you had 3 stats that are getting boosted, you're getting +7 on each at level 5, vice versa. So we're gonna again choose 3. For this build, we're gonna be going with +7 to interior defense, +7 to our 3-pointer, and then +7 to our D rebound. That way, we're a snag god already. We're gonna be a knockdown king, and when people are trying to attack us in the paint with these long ass arms, we're able to lock everything down, plus that custom takeover. This right here is one version. This is for the playmaking defensive anchors. We'll see a lot of these. I feel like this is going to be a popular build. But let me show you the build I'm probably going to make for my center. I'm going again a 7-footer, weight 235. I like to be fast as a big, 7'5" wingspan. That way I got long enough. Now, one thing that I haven't heard anyone talking about, I don't know if I'm the only one that thought about it, but last year in 2K25, 6'11" was the cutoff for shifty shooter. They've recently added 7'4" for 2K26. So will 7-footers have shifty shooter available? If so, this build is going to be even more OP because he would have had silver shifty shooter here on this build. But we're going to go ahead and fly through this one since it is the second build here. I'm getting that 84, again the 70 on the layup, so we're able to make things. Our driving dunk, again, we're going to use that, our max +2 there as well again. We got our standing dunk at the 81. Now we have 75 on our post control here. That way not only we get the post fade, post powerhouse on silver, but we do get unpluckable on this build. We got a little bit more dribbling. We should be able to get the Sabonis dribble style here. That way we're able to move a little bit. It's supposed to be 10% faster of a game. So I want to make sure that I'm able to go ahead and do a little bit. You know, you're trying to have fun as a build. You want to do a little bit. For our mid-range, we did go to 85 here. That's going to give us that silver Deadeye, as well as we will have that set shot specialist there on silver. Now we didn't max out our 3-ball because we're planning on doing that with our build specialization. So for this build, we're going to specialize again on shooting. We'll put 1 here on our actual 3-ball, getting that up to 79. While that doesn't, we could, if we wanted to, in theory, go down in speed. So go down in wingspan. Now my +2, my first cap breaker under build specializations, putting that up, I should have an 80 on our actual. Make sure everything else is still correct. I should have an 80 on my 3-ball. I would have had the mid-range here already. Then I could go ahead and put the second one on my agility. That should bring this up to at least a 60. So now I'm able to go ahead and move around, move and groove. Now we would have, if we go there, we don't have the opportunity to get glove, so we can use those points elsewhere. So if that's the case, you might want to go ahead and we'll just go ahead and throw these somewhere, put them on our rebound, and just to go ahead and finish out the build. But we'll go ahead and use our max plus one here on Deadeye, giving us the gold Deadeye here at a 7-footer. So now we're able to go and shoot over small builds, no problem. Our set shot specialist here, again, will go to Hall of Fame when we go ahead and use the max plus two there. Now for our regular max plus ones that we plan on using, that we get during the season pass, I'm going over the tier ones. For our max plus one, we're gonna go back to the well and use our brick wall. Making sure we're able to go ahead and set those big body Miyagis if we are in a pick and roll situation, or just people generally bumping us. We wanna make sure we're able to drain their energy. Then for our tier two, we would have already had this at Hall of Fame. For our high flying denier, we're gonna go ahead and use that, our tier two badge. Plus one, getting that up to legend. So we're gonna have legend, high flyer denier, Hall of Fame set shot, hopefully silver shifty, gold Deadeye. Then for our actual max plus two here, for our max plus two, we're gonna go ahead and put that again on our rebound. Again, giving us legend rebound. I'm more of a D board than O board because I'm gonna be out there shooting. But if you like O board, you can go with that first build or just swap them around. It's your preference. And then for our tier two, again, we're going to finish it off with that posterizer. Making sure we now have the gold posterizer with our max plus two tier two. And then you got a little bit of remaining points here. If you want, you can go ahead and put them in your rebounding. I'd probably go ahead and just now you got a more well-rounded build there. You got some wiggle room. Say they actually give us some dribble animations there for bigs, like you can actually get the Wemby 6. Bingo, now I got a 60 speed with ball here. I'm able to do a little bit of everything. And then these are just some templates, so make sure you go ahead and choose what best fits your play style. But these are two versions of the center that I'm gonna be making here. Going into 2K26. Again, make sure you go ahead and take these as a template. Make something based off of your play style. But if you stayed this long, make sure you go ahead and like up, subscribe, leave a comment there in the comment section. But it's your boy Hey Davis, and I'm out. Peace. All right, it's your boy Hey Davis. Make sure you go ahead and like up, subscribe, and I'll be back there with another.